making the invisible visible, black women 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped black, British or global diasporic history, women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
My name is Effie Kanyua and I'm the founder of We Are Warriors PR and Lila Assistant, and I'm also the chair of the G100 Media, Arts and Communications Wing. My mission has always been to create a safe space for women like myself that work within the creative industries. And that's something that I do through the G100, bringing together an amazing group of senior leaders to fight towards bringing equity and change within our industry. I also sit at the intersection of communications and AI. It's not a typical space, but I really wanted to show that women that look just like me deserve a voice and can start building safe, ethical AI that we can all use. And so that's what I did. A moment that's really shaped me, I think it was when I first became a communications director. I became a communications director at a global media company, and I was the first Black communications director to have been appointed to a broadcaster and then a publisher afterwards, and then to sit on the senior leadership team. That was really important. I remember when I first started my career that I didn't see people like me in senior positions. And so when I got into that space, I thought I am going to do my utmost to make sure that I create a space where other women can come up safely throughout the industry. So that's what I tried to do, and that was really significant to me. Being in a position that was high profile, using that position to make sure that I was creating more opportunities for women that looked like me, that were coming up within the industry, was really important to me. What is something that people wouldn't automatically see at first glance? Well, I guess I work in an industry that is very public facing, but actually I would probably describe myself as the typical introvert, extrovert. I hate being on camera. I hate speaking on stage. I'm more than happy to work with senior executives or talent to help them do it. But when it comes to myself, I absolutely really struggle with it, which is a bit of an irony. I very much like to be behind the scenes, but I guess the one thing that I've learned is that sometimes you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and do things that you're not necessarily comfortable with. So that's what I've done. I've always been a bit of an overachiever. The reason why I called my PR agency We Are Warriors PR is that I believe I'm a warrior. My mother is a warrior. Her mother was a warrior. Her mother was a warrior. So I've always been incredibly driven and ambitious. I never take no for an answer. And with that, I'm often quite hard on myself. I'm always pushing myself to do better and to be better. And I don't think I celebrate the small wins as much as I should do. But I'm trying to learn to be better with that. In terms of looking after my well-being, and I think that's really important as a professional, as a founder, as an entrepreneur. I meditate, I exercise, like that's my release. I think if you have that type of personality where you're always pushing yourself, you always, are driving for excellence, you need to have something to counterbalance it. And yeah, exercise and meditation, that's really it for me. So that's what I try and do. Do I always get the balance right? Absolutely not. But that's what I sort of try and hold space and tell myself that it's important to take breaks, and it's important to give myself some personal time as well, and not always to be switched on because I juggle so much.
Joining us for today's story, Making the Invisible Visible, is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.